Hey Royal Family, welcome to my General Hospital Daytime Drama channel. I am your hostess, the Daytime Drama Queen. Hey y'all, something is eating away at the Queen again, and I gotta get it off my royal chest. That something is Carly Spencer and Nina Reeves. Girl, I saw Carly do something the other day that made me conclude that Carly is evil personified. That something occurred in a restaurant where Carly was trying to pay for her meal. Her cards were declined because of that SEC mess. Nina was standing behind Carly in line and offered to pay for Carly's meal. Carly refused. Carly had some change on her, so she paid for it. Carly then gets notice that Willow had been rushed to General Hospital and that it was serious. Now, Carly knows that Willow is suffering from stage 4 leukemia. She didn't tell Nina, who was standing no close than 2 feet from her. Carly told the person that she would be able to go to General Hospital. Carly then sashayed those big hips out of the restaurant and turned back and looked at Nina and didn't say a word.
Michael, what's going on?
Willow collapsed. We're here at GH.
I'll be right there.
I don't know which was worse, Carly not telling Nina about Willow's health, or Nina calling the SEC on Carly and Drew in hopes to get her arrested. Y'all, let's further analyze this. There are some similarities between Nina and Carly. Carly was once married to Sonny Corinthos. Now Nina is dating Sonny. Carly formerly owned the Metro Court, and now Nina owns the Metro Court. Carly once dated Jasper Jacks, and Nina also dated Jasper Jacks. It seems that Nina was always picking up Carly's sloppy seconds. Carly's son Michael Corinthos and Nina's daughter Nell Benson were once lovers, and from that union they had a baby named Wiley Corinthos. Nell was crazy as hell. Nina and Carly are both what the common people would call skank, but we being from royalty, we don't subscribe to using such terminology, so we will refrain from doing so. Anywho, let's take a trip back in time to see how their behavior came from, where their behavior came from. Nina was the only biological child of her mother, Madeline. Nina was used to getting her way as a child. She was prone to outbursts, and she could get aggressive when she didn't get her own way. She once pushed her mother, Madeline, down a flight of stairs. When Nina discovered that she was pregnant with her first child, her mother wanted to kill the baby. Her mother, Madeline, wanted to sever ties between Nina and the baby daddy, so she gave Nina an overdose of antidepressants with the intent of inducing a miscarriage. Nina survived, and as quiet as it's kept, and unbeknownst to Nina, so did the baby. Initially, Nina started as a bitter, vengeful, and mentally unstable woman after waking up from her coma of nearly 20 years. She later went after people that she felt had harmed her. She was also impulsive when it came to love and relationships. However, she slowly began to pick up the pieces of her life, and she lost those feelings. She is now a strong, confident, independent person who is a successful businesswoman. Yeah, right. A review of Carly Spencer's background reveals that Carly hails from what the common people would call hoes. Carly's mother, Bobby, was one, and so was Bobby's great aunt Ruby, who ran Kelly's restaurant. Ruby was a grand Madame Ho. Carly, on the other hand, had more men than a dog has had fleas. When Carly was growing up, there were also issues with her mother, Bobby. Back to Nina's daughter, Nell Benson. After Wiley was born, Nell had kidnapped him and was fleeing, and Carly was in hot pursuit. Nell ultimately met her death when she fell from a cliff while fleeing Carly. Everyone had presumed that Nell had drowned, but a medical examiner determined that Nell died from a traumatic fall. Nina hated Carly for this, and thus began the Carly-Nina feud. Nina wanted visitation rights to see her grandson Wiley, but the Corinthos, including Carly, refused her so. It was also revealed that when Nina had Nell, she also had another daughter. This was kept from her by her mother, Madeline, who gave the baby up for adoption. Sonny and Nina cross paths. Nina Reeves sought out the nurse who had helped her when she was recovering in the hospital. That nurse was Phyllis Caulfield. Phyllis resided in Nixon Falls, so Nina decided to take a trip to go see Phyllis. Sonny, on the other hand, was in pursuit of a mobster. Sonny was on the bridge when the bridge exploded. Sonny fell into the water. Sonny was presumed dead. However, a passerby happened to cross paths and found Sonny. Sonny was suffering from amnesia. There is the name Mike inscribed on a watch that Sonny was wearing. Phyllis, being the nurse in Nixon Falls, cared for Sonny. Then one day, Nina happened to visit Phyllis, and she saw Sonny, who was now Mike. Nina decided to call Carly. When Nina called Carly, Carly began yelling at her. She was already angry that Nina was trying to get visitation rights to see Wiley. Nina was so upset that she hung up on Carly and never told her that Mike was in Nixon Falls and that he was alive. Nina and Mike/Sonny began dating, and they soon fell in love. Nina tried to hide the fact that Sonny was alive because she wanted Sonny for herself.
Right now, my focus is on Mike. He was in that fire a lot longer than I was. Okay, I know who he is. Sonny. I'm not delusional.
I never said you were. You haven't been thinking clearly for months. Look, I know there's no love lost between you and Carly, and you may not care how she's affected by this, but Sonny is a father, and his kids have been missing him for almost a year. And that includes Jocelyn. You remember when you and I were dating, how close you got with her? Well, she's been missing her stepfather for months. That must mean something to you. This has to stop.
Later in Port Charles, Carly discovered that Nina had another baby. She kept this from Nina. Harmony Miller confessed to Carly that there was another child. Carly later discovered that the child was Willow, Michael's fiancée. She kept this from Nina too. Carly confessed to Nina that she had another daughter. Nina refused to believe her. Carly explained that Willow is her daughter. Carly said that she took a glass and ran a DNA test, which confirmed 99.9% that Nina and Willow are mother and daughter.
Willow and I are not related. You are. Are you all right? We're only connected through Wiley, Carly, and that's only because Nell was my daughter.
Nell isn't your only daughter, Nina. Willow is too.
This infuriated Nina. Nina sought to get back. It was later learned that Willow had stage 4 cancer. Fearing that Willow didn't have long to live, Nina resented Carly for robbing her of precious time with her daughter, even though Willow can't stand her. So, with Willow's life in the balance, Nina decides to place a call to the SEC on Drew and Carly for insider training. This is now coming to fruition, and Nina regrets her decision, even though Ava Jerome, her friend, put the matter in her head in the first place. Now the jig is up, and it's coming back to bite Nina in the backside big time. So, after hearing all of their background, whose team are you on? Team Carly or Team Nina? Y'all go ahead and see if y'all can pick from the lesser of two evils. Well, that's it for today's Let's Chat About That. Please send me your comments, your thoughts, and your theories, and we will discuss at a later time. This has been a Daytime Drama Queen. Until next time, ta-ta!